most times people are like, well, I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to have my business so I can have freedom to travel the world. And I would like to do that. And I want to have a business so I can have a bunch of money and just be able to relax and retire. That's great too. But for me, I want to help these people. And I want to have a business that's established that can run itself because I want to help. So the reason why I really feel like I have so much interest in Africa is because I had some friends that were doing missionary work in Zambia. And one of the things that kind of hit home to my heart was the people with such poverty and lack of so many things that we experience here in America on a daily basis that we take for granted for. And the country of Zambia is in a terrible situation. Life expectancy is 61 years old. The country has 14 million people, and they face terrible living conditions. The average person living there faces poverty, pollution, AIDS, lack of clean water, and nutrition. My wife and I have traveled there this year, and we're once again reminded of the great need these people have. Remember, we were in the suburbs of the town of Kabwe, Zambia, and we were walking through these areas, and these kids are just sitting around a fire, and their mothers are cooking, and they all live in basically a one-room house, if we could call it. It's more like a mud hut. So that's something that I thought, is there a way that I can help? Can I present something to teach them to help them better their life? I see that every business decision that I've made, all of the decisions I make, always have in my mind, will this help me get to my ultimate goal? Will I be able to get to Zambia? Will I be able to take my wife and our little boy over? Will I be able to sustain our home and be able to take care of all the income and the flights and the insurance and all of that it takes to live on the other side of the world? Will all of this pan out? The name of our business is Green Turf. We're just strictly a fertilization and weed control company. We provide aeration and overseeding as well in the fall, which is a great additional service for us. It started the business April 1st, 2015. Got married on March 21st, came back from our honeymoon, and I had like 2 clients at that time when I came home from the honeymoon. And April 1st just started knocking on doors, telling people about the company. Just about 18 months now that I've been fertilizing lawns. With this new business of mine, I've really tried to have a laser focus on just doing fertilization and weed control. Last year, after I made my first video for the Autopilot conference, Jonathan had emailed me after the video, and he's like, hey, you did a great job. And I was just reading over the email the other day, and I was like looking at it and reviewing my video. And I said, I really want to get to 200 clients. I'm going to get there. And now it's middle of October, and I'm at 230, and I just got a couple more this week. So I'm seeing the power of this business and being able to grow it. And so I'm really happy to be at 230. My goal is to hire my first guy next year. So I need to be at 400, and I know it's doable. My plan is really, really simple on the business side. It's really taking the things that I've learned in Academy and implementing them, trusting years and years of tested experience, and just saying, I'm going to take that. I have confidence in it. I know it's working. I've seen it work this year, and I'm just going to go for it. And for me, it's just been neat, even with like the dominate my market strategy. I remember I picked 1,500 homes in our one of these subdivisions that I really want, and I already had like 20, 30 clients in that area for year one. I'm like, I want to get like 65, 70 clients in this area. So I just started knocking on doors, putting flyers in all these doors, then did the postcard campaign several times, and used all, of course, the marketing pieces from Autopilot Academy. And I had this one guy call me towards the end. It was like in April, mid-April, towards the end of my campaign for that spring flyer. And he was like, hey, I'm hiring you. I'm like, wow, this guy sounds really excited about wanting to use our service. He's like, I read all about you. I saw your Google reviews. You guys have the most Google reviews. I saw your guarantee. I'm like, wow, that's an amazing guarantee. I like the lawn bucks. That's awesome. I like the the surprise bonus. That's great. But he goes, really, ultimately, you have me convinced. I mean, you literally have me believing that you're going to make my lawn so green. I hope that you can actually do what you said in your flyer. And he goes, you could literally kill my yard this year and I'd probably still hire you next year because you just have me so convinced that you guys are the best company around. I just remember walking away thinking, thank you, Service Autopilot. I would have never done anything like that. That flyer, any of the stuff that I'm learning, I would have never done that without Academy. 7 years later, here I am, 18 months into a new business, started from scratch with no clients at all. I didn't buy a company out, I just used the things that were taught in Academy. I thoroughly enjoy being a business owner right now. Just after a short period of time, I am at 230 fertilization clients. I'm debt-free. I have great cash flow. Money is in the bank, 37 Google reviews, and a 35% profit margin. This new business is so good, and I feel blessed. I have a beautiful wife and a little boy on the way, and I would never say that the past 2 years in Academy, almost $12,000 later, has been a waste. But in my mind, I start to wander off. I start to think about my life and what's important. I'm growing a lot as a person, but I start to think about this time and the effort and all that I'm investing in this, and actually my fear is will it actually work out? I know all of us as entrepreneurs have some type of burden. We see something and we really want it. The spirit inside of us accepts that challenge, and we find what it takes to fulfill the passions that are inside of us. We all have different missions and goals in life and things that we all want to do. Some of the things that we want are really, really simple. They don't require much time and much money or effort. On the other, there are things that we have passions for that require options and resources that will be able to support our dream. This is really where I'm at. I truly feel extremely blessed. I have a wonderful wife and family around me. I have a great relationship with my wife. We love spending time together and traveling. Over the past 2 years, we've traveled to the Caribbean, China, Zambia, South Africa, as well as different cities throughout the US. I value my time with my family, and I've really made it a goal to spend time with my family, my wife, and to keep it really simple, like never missing a family dinner time. Because we're really on this journey together, and I want a meaningful life. I want to enjoy being together. We both work really hard to save as much money as we can and are investing monthly into our Vanguard account for the future. Thankfully now, I have enough money set aside in my business account to pay for our budgeted expenses during this year's off season. In life, we don't grow when things are easy. We grow when we face challenges, and currently I'm in a huge point in my life. I want to be prosperous in my marriage, my finances, my health, business, of course, and the relationships around me. All of these areas go together, and if I neglect one area, I know my strengths and another will quickly fade. The biggest thing for me that keeps coming to my mind is will all of this be worth it? I truly wonder if the tasks that I'm doing in this business will actually be useful. Can I actually grow this business to a point that I can live on the other side of the world? What Jonathan and Andrew have given to us is they've given to us a lot of different templates, and Academy isn't a ready-made mix for you. You have to put in the time and the effort and really want to do something with what you've been given. And the same thing for me is with Zambia. I really want to provide the tools for these people and encourage them to have the desire to change, and then help them to have the character and present that to them that they can become better in their life. The past 2 years of my business has gone by so quickly, extremely quick. The fall growth has exploded, and I know the things that I've learned and implemented have truly worked, and have worked extremely well. This year, I got a small taste of the power of my business. I know if I'm not ready for 2017, then I could potentially hurt the movement of my company. I have to score big on each client in order for me to get to the people of Zambia. This is so scary to me. It's not a joke at all. The path has been hard. It's not glamorous. It's just real. And I'm perfectly content to keep working through it. Over the past 2 years, I've learned that my biggest hindrance to my success is me. It's a mental game every day. The bumps that I've had this year were all in my head, and I'm looking forward to this off season to work on my business and see what the 2017 season holds. I want to be a person that becomes better, and I want to be all that I can be for my Savior, my family, and the people around me. I want an attitude that's different. I don't think that the average person really understands what they can achieve. I know this because I thought it was impossible to be successful myself. We all have potential, but we are limited to what we think we can do. And I am surprised every day at this new little business. And I really don't think that I've reached the top yet.